Hello, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here inside the Falcons' Nest for a great women's basketball matchup between your Lady Falcons and the Marin Mariners. I'm Stash Moida, and joining the booth with me, as always, is my partner in crime, Mr. Michael McLeod. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, as always, Stashua. It's a little chilly outside, but it's getting heated up inside, and that's the type of basketball I like. Good, intense action. Should be a fun game.
Yeah, great night tonight. Two big rivals going at each other. And Solano, a little bit of controversy surrounding them this week. They will have a short bench tonight, but I know that shouldn't stop the Lady Falcons. And what are they going to have to do right to win this game, Mike?
Well, it's going to start and end with Laura Lawson. She's going to have to be big. This Marin team, despite being 4-10, they are in the top 15 in the country, or not in the country, in the state in rebounds, and top 5 in the state in blocks since conference play has started. So they have size, and Laura Lawson needs to play well.
All right, and on the Mariner side of the ball, what do they got to do to counter this prolific offense from Solano?
Well, they got to just slow the pace down. And Solano loves to run a fast pace. They're shooting 77 field goal attempts per game. That's unheard of. That is ridiculous. 77.2 points per game since conference play has started. Fifth in the state in field goals made per game. They also shoot 25 three-point field goals per game. They at least attempt that many. So they really need to just run them off the three-point line and slow the game down as much as possible. Also, Gloria Piedrasanta dropped over 25 in the last game she had here. She likes this building. She needs to play well if they're going to have any chance. Great
analysis there, Mike, as we're getting ready for tip-off between the Mariners and the Lady Falcons. So it's going to be an exciting game to watch here inside the Falcons' Nest here on the Solano College Sports Network. A little bit of a late game start today, Mike.
Yeah, everything was kind of just wonky. I believe Coach Boycher had a little bit of a longer pep talk going into the game today.
So Coach Boycher, an amazing coach for the Lady Falcons, a great basketball program he has brought here to Solano.
And at halftime, you are going to sit down with Greg Poff and talk about what went on.
And the Mariners win the tip right into the hands of Giselle Price. Giselle throws it over to Bridget. Just spreading the ball around, up around the perimeter, working the ball in. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Nikki Ndaya. So good start to the game for the Solano Falcons. Ndaya just dancing on top. Kicks it over to Alexis Hines. Down low to Laura Lawson. Back out to Ndaya. Ndaya off the pick. Swinging it to the corner. Top. Nikki thought about it. Starts to drive. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, and it's good.
Not bad.
Nice little jump stop there to a shot.
Yeah, and she's always liked that little mid-range 17-footer free throw line jumper.
Tipped up. Stolen away by Ndaya. Passes it up. She's just going to control the ball. Puts it up down low to Laura Lawson. Lawson up top to Jones. Kicks it to the corner for three. Oh, it rims out, but Lawson grabs a rebound. Looking for help. Just throws it up. And one for Laura Lawson.
Great hustle play, and that's also something Solano likes to do. Get the hustle plays and get offensive rebounds. 5th in the state in offensive rebounds, over 23.
So Lawson at the line to convert the three-point play. And she does. So a 5-0 lead for Solano with a minute into the ball game now. And they're back to playing that full court press we're used to seeing them from last year. Oh, good move up and in by number 22, Jenna May, the freshman guard. Trying to get down low to Lawson, and this is just thrown over her head. Alexis Hines put a little too much muscle on that one, and it's going to be Mariner ball.
Trying to keep stats and trying to pay attention to this game don't always work out, but still trying to add a little bit more dimension to the broadcast, see how everybody's doing.
Back down low. Mariners trying to work the ball towards the post. Now back up on top, working the ball around. Trying to find an open lane. Dumped it down low. Dribble, shot up, no good. Ball flailing everywhere. They get another 24, and it's swatted away by Laura Lawson. Nikki and Daya pushing it down low. One step up, and no, she missed that one. Alexis Hines just was too good to be true, Mike.
They're running a nice little 2-3 zone. Is Solano. Got to be careful of flashing to the middle, but
good defense by Laura Lawson. They keep trying to get the ball down low to Jenna May, and Lawson's having none of that, playing excellent defense in the low block. So Ndaya kicks it over to Brooke Gibbons. Ndaya up, and no good. Tipped, rebounded by Marin. Marin's just going to slow it down here. Kicked over to the corner for three. It's no good. J-Show Price, I watched her in warm-up. She hit that shot a couple of times, so she is a deadly three-point shooter. And Solano avoided one there. Janessa Bowling checking into the game for Solano. She's working the point. Janessa to Laura Lawson. Lawson driving, puts it up, and it's good for number 33, Laura Lawson. And Lawson's just down there cherry picking, trying to get intercept that pass.
She's got the longest arm span, so that's the one you want.
Shot up. No good. Rebounded by Marin, put back up. That was number 22, Jenna May. Jenna May has all 4 points tonight for the Marin Mariners so far in this game.
And when you play full court press defense, you have to be able to get back on defense.
Good pass from Ndaya. Najee Jones tries to swish it in there. And it just rims out. Marin have the ball, pushing the tempo back, getting it on their offensive side of the court. Kicks over to Bridget. Back to Giselle. Down low. May puts it up, no good. And they're calling a loose ball foul. It's going to be on number 32, Nikki Ndaya.
Yeah, foul on the rebound for Nikki. Kind of overmatched a little bit, so kind of got her with the body.
Shooter in the corner, puts up the shot, and nothing but the bottom of the net from number 24, Darian Cross. So Bowling brings the ball up court quickly. She tries to put up a shot. It's tipped and stolen away by May. I'm sorry, Bridget Pachetti. Darian Cross gets it to Pachetti. Pachetti to Giselle, trying to get across to Glenda. Glenda falls to the ground. It's on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow is in favor of Solano, so it's going to be the Lady Falcons ball. Bowling with the ball, gets it down low to Lawson. Lawson kicks out for three. No good. Rims up. Tipped. It's going to stay. Solano ball, so they get a fresh 24. Inbounds play to Lawson. Lawson catches, put us back up with a hand in her face. Laura Lawson putting together a nice game so far. Glenda driving the lane, and good defense by Jessica Bowling. Throws it over to Brooke Gibbons, gets it back to Bowling, just dumps it off, almost goes out of bounds, kind of tripped over her own feet there. Over to Ndaya. Ndaya is just going to set up the offense here. Lawson kicks it to Bowling. Passes it over to number 10, Brooke Gibbons. And Ndaya puts up the floater. It is good. So timeout was called by the Mariners. So good opening 5 minutes for Solano with 11-7 lead. What are they doing right, Mike?
Well, they're playing with pace, and they're getting to loose balls, whether it be getting in the passing lanes and getting steals or getting offensive rebounds and getting to the line. They're getting their shots. They're playing their brand of basketball. But, you know, Marin, they're no slouch. They're only down 4, and if you look at the game so far, you'd think that Solano's kind of having their way so far, and they're only down 4, so they're still in it.
Yeah, you know, number 22 for the Marin Mariners, Jenna May, has been doing a lot for this team. They keep trying to work the ball down low to her. She's been stopped a couple times by Laura Lawson, but she's also put a couple in there, you know. It's kind of like football. You can't abandon the run if it's not working. It's your go-to play.
Yeah, and this Marin team is built on size. And Jenna May is a big part of that.
Mm-hmm. And here she comes, up and in, and no good. Rebounded by Janessa Bowling, and she's coming up the court quickly. Kind of loses her handle there. She keeps it, puts up the floater, and hits the back of the backboard and goes out of bounds.
It's a little bit too overzealous on that play.
I think it was the right shot. She had the open lane to go, but you just need to possibly execute a little better.
Yeah, a little bit.
But she is a freshman, so up and no good. And rebounded by number 2, Kiara Beecham. And Beecham, I'm sorry, Kai Roberts. Kai, who actually started this game for the Lady Falcons. She's having herself, it was a jump ball. Looking around, trying to get down low. Squirts away. It's saved by the Mariners right into the hands of Bridget Pachetti. So Pachetti's going to slow down the pace here. And
not a lot of movement from Marin while standing around waiting for the play to develop.
Price drives. She puts up the shot, and it's good. You're absolutely right, Mike. They're looking for the pass, and everybody's just kind of standing still. So Janessa kicks to Audrey Jones. Audrey Jones for the 3. Just a little bit out of her range. She got a little overzealous there.
Oh, that's in her range.
Yeah.
She just, you know, they don't all go in.
One of the top 3-point shooters for the Lady Falcons. And that one's good from the corner on number 24, Darian Cross.
And all of a sudden, you got a tie game. I think they called that a 2.
Foot was on the line.
Yeah.
Roberts puts up the floater and doesn't get the call, and the ball does not go in, so Marin has a chance to take the lead here. 4-3. No, way no good. That is what you would call an air ball, Michael.
And so you get a glimpse of what happens to Solano when both Laura Lawson and Nikki Andaya both sit.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of cohesion, not a lot of offense. Janessa Bowling doing a good job of kind of, you know, keeping things in check, but now Laura Lawson not getting as much rest as I'm sure Matt Borcher would love.
Yeah, that's the struggle of playing with the short bench. She mishandles the ball. Janessa picks it back up, and she's going to be called for a double dribble.
Yeah, you can't lose your handle by yourself. Pick it back up and dribble again.
Mm-hmm.
Double.
And she just looks a little frustrated out there, Mike.
Well, they had a lead. They've seen it evaporate. She hasn't played well up until this point, but I remember the last game we broadcast, I kind of got on her a little bit for not playing well, and she was the defensive key to the second half. So I'll withhold my judgment.
Good defense here, and that, she calls a foul. It looked like she moved her pivot foot. It could have possibly been a traveling before the hand hit.
Mm-hmm.
But like we say, the referees are trained for this sort of thing. We're not. We're just trained to give our opinion up here in the booth.
I don't even know if it's called training for that. We're just sitting up here talking.
So Bridget Pachetti kicks it over to Monica Vasquez. Back to Pachetti. It's tipped. Right hand of Vasquez. She kicks it out. Trying to work the ball down low, and that is going to be a travel all day long. That works if you already had your dribble, but not when you're starting your dribble. So Nikki Andaya back in the game, running the point for the Lady Falcons. The game's still tied at 11 with 11:50 left on the clock, and Andaya puts up the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 21, Monica Vasquez. And Marin has really slowed down this tempo that Solano came out with. Jenna May up and in and good.
Jenna May already with 8 points to lead all scorers in the game. And all 11 of Solano's points have come from either Laura Lawson or Nikki Andaya.
Oh, free trip to the, and she just loses the handle, but it was tipped, was yanked out of her hand, so it's going to stay Solano ball with 17 seconds left on the shot clock, 11-17 left to play in the game. J. Price checks back into the game for the Marin Mariners. Lawson to inbound. Kicks it out, up top to Nikki and Dia now. Dia to Audrey Jones, down low. Looking for help, and Dia out for three. And it's no good, just rim, the backside of the rim, and Marin gets another rebound, pushing it up now, and it's stolen away by number 10, Brooke Gibbons.
Good eyes.
Oh, and that pass is tipped away by Bridget Pachetti. So two good defensive plays, and Audrey Jones just kind of stands there, knocks the ball out of her hand. Boycher's looking for a travel there. He's a little upset on the sideline. Marin working the ball on that perimeter. Still not a lot of movement, like you say, but down to Jenna May with the right hand. She can't finish that one. It's rebounded by Alexis Hines, and now Nikki and Dia coming up the court. And Dia to Gibbons, to Audrey Jones. Looking around, Lawson now on the three-point line with the ball. Kicks it back to Ndaya. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, and that's good.
That's her sweet spot. She likes to be there, but still all the points for Solano coming from Nikki Ndaya and Laura Lawson.
They're going to need it. Like you keep saying, what you were just saying there with two people, you have to find that third option because, and that's a good lay-in by number 21, Monica Vasquez. Well, what I was trying to say was you need a third option because pretty soon Marin's going to key in on that and force and leave the other guys open to try to take a shot.
You can't play 2-on-5 unless you're Laura Lawson.
Which you just proved right there. She gets the rebound within three defenders and puts it back up. So the game is tied at 15, and the Mariners burn another timeout. So good little run there by the Lady Falcons with 9:40 left to play in the first half. What adjustments is Coach Boycher going to have to do on the sideline?
They're going to have to find some other person that can score. We just got done talking about it, but they're going to need a third option. They have Nikki and Dia and Laura Lawson. They've showed up to play, but everybody else is a combined 0 for however many they've took. So they need to find somebody. It's either going to be Audrey Jones or it's going to be maybe a Janessa Bowling. They need somebody who can put the ball through the hoop because of the controversy that we talked about at the top of the broadcast. They just don't have the people that they're used to having.
Mm-hmm. And that really takes, it was a core group of people they are also missing. You know, Boycher did a good job in recruiting this year, and they had a big bench, and he was looking to make a run, maybe at a state championship. They were so close last year, but now they're going to have to dig deep and come together as a team and really work together and make a big run. Now they're the underdogs. They go from being the favorites to underdogs in most of these games, and I think they can do it. These girls are very talented here.
It's not often that an 11-6 team is the underdog at home against a 4-10 team.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the way they have to at least feel about themselves.
Exactly. So back to the full court press. Little trap here on the top part, near half court. And
when you use the half court line, the timeline as your third defender, it really creates panic within ball handlers, and you see bad passes like that.
Yeah, they did a good job bringing three girls up and just boxing her in there. So Laura Lawson dishes out. Audrey Jones with the three and rims out, no good. Tipped, rebounded by Marin. Vasquez just kind of spinning uncontrollably and just
she was
throws
hoping
it.
for contact.
That was a high three. Bounce, rebounded by Marin. Down low. She puts up the shot and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Lawson. That was number 25, Christina Thermidor. Audrey Jones with the jumper. She can't get that. Oh, what a grab by Laura Lawson. Looking like Megatron out there grabbing those one-handed passes.
I was going to say Des Bryant, but she actually caught it.
Audrey Jones for three. Just short.
She'll find the bottom of the net eventually. She's too good of a shooter to go 0 for 5.
Yeah, if you're a shooter like she is, like you're saying, they don't all go in. She just has to get hot. And when she gets hot, they all start dropping for her. Just takes a couple. Down low. Spin move. Up and good by Christina Thermidor. So Janessa Bowling back on top, running the offense. Driving the lane, puts up the floater, and the foul is called. And Alexis Hines is slow to get up. A little shaking up there. Maybe the knee hit the hardwood.
Maybe you just kind of take inventory real quick when you land on somebody or run into somebody in the air. You're just like, all right, nothing's broken, nothing's hurting.
So Alexis Hines at the line to shoot 2. And first one rims out. And looking in the corner, there's actually another broadcast crew here. I see another camera, guy dressed all fancy.
That might be Fox 40.
Yeah. We got some competition. We got to have a turf war like
no,
Anchorman.
No.
News team assemble. Oh, and that second one's no good. So Alexis Hines 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. And Marin, when they make this game a half-court to half-court game, they are dominating.
Mm-hmm.
They're not allowing Solano to really open it up. Down low to Thermidor. She can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Alexis Hines. Flips up to Janessa Bowling. Bowling open for 3, and it's no good. Thermidor comes down with the rebound, throws it down hard. Almost lost it, but she regains possession for the Mariners. I'm surprised they're not running their offense more through J-Shell Price.
Yeah, I mean, this is more of a, like I said at the beginning, this is a team based on size and getting it down low. They can hit the outside shot, but that's not what they're based on.
Well, cross court. Bowling, another 3, and she makes it for 3.
There you go.
And that's a big sigh of relief. Solano regains the lead 18-17. Maybe they can shift the momentum here and start a run. Oh, Price down low to Thermidor. Thermidor puts it up, and the foul is called. So Thermidor will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul's on Brooke Gibbons, and really that's what you have to do when you allow the ball to get that deep under the basket.
So 2 shots coming from Thermidor. Yeah, and stay tuned. After this game, we have the men's game between the men, the Falcons, and the Mariners. Part of our Thursday night doubleheader here on the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports.
And thankfully for you, you won't have to listen to us anymore. You'll be listening to the sweet sounds of Brian and Josh. That's always fun.
The second one's good. So 19-18, another lead change here. It's the 4th one of the game. Kai Roberts with the ball to Bowling. Audrey Jones. Kai's down low, good cut. Pass just a tad high, a little behind her. She couldn't hang on to it, so the ball is turned over. Pretty good sized crowd here tonight inside the Falcons' Nest. I'd say we've got about 50 people here.
It didn't look that way about 10 minutes before tip-off.
Yeah, you're a little nervous that nobody was going to come.
I was nervous that they'd hear what we were talking about on the floor.
The ball is tipped, and it's going to be Solano ball. Yeah, you know, there would be more people here, but I'm sure there's plenty of people at home right now watching this game as it's going on. Hopefully. Audrey to Kai. Miranda Holman. Audrey Jones, and there it is. Splash.
And you could tell from when I left her wrist that was going in.
Oh, down low. Oh!
Ooh, careful.
Good hard foul by number 2, Kai Roberts. She came in there like a spider monkey and walked in and hit it away.
I love your references to things.
Actually stole that one from Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
One of the great.
Is there a Will Ferrell movie that you won't reference?
No, I don't think so. So Nikki and Dye is checking back into the game.
For Marin, Jessica Little enters.
Second shot, and it's good. So we're all knotted up at 21. And the way this game's going, it's going to be an exciting finish, hopefully in the second half. We still got a lot of ball game to play. 5:40 left in the first half. Working the ball nicely around. And Daya pull up. Just rims out.
And that's not a good shot, only because she was inside the three-point line.
Yeah. Oh, there's the counter. That was number 15, Jessica Little. Now Marin have the lead. Driving. The ball is stolen away by Marin. Marin coming up. It's a 3-on-1, 3 Falcons, 1 Marin, and good defense by Solano by not fouling and not allowing the shot. Pushing the tempo, getting the ball up court quickly. And Daya stops, pulls back, lets her offense set up. Audrey Jones over to Bowling. She puts up the 3, and no good. So it looks like the tempo has changed. We're going to go deep 3 from Price. Wow. Wow.
I had a feeling she was due for one of those.
And she is pumped up on the sideline. That got the whole bench up. That's Marin's the biggest lead of the game, 26-21. Wow.
And Solano doesn't seem to have showed up for this game. The leaders are there, but they're not leading. They're not making their team better. They're trying to shoulder the load by just scoring themselves, and that's not the way you have to do it. Really, outside of Audrey Jones scoring 1 and Janessa Bowling scoring 1, there hasn't been scoring outside of the 2. And I'd sound like a broken record now, but Nikki and Daya and Laura Lawson has really been just trying to put the team on their back and try to pull this one out. But now they're down 5 to a Marin squad that hasn't won many games.
Yeah, I mean, if you can just take a look at each sideline right now, you got one sideline, Coach Boychers over there just laying into him. He's very upset at his team. On the other side, you got Claps, and they're pumped up over on that Marin sideline. I mean, they've been dominated by Solano for the past couple of years. Now they're coming into this building, and they have a lead at something they haven't had in the past couple of years. So?
Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of time to play, but look at the score now, 26-21. If Solano can tie this game or possibly take the lead before halftime, that'll go a long way with building momentum toward the second half. If the lead grows in Marin's favor, then I don't see Solano winning this game.
Yeah, you know, there's 4:30 left. You got to play. That's like it. That's the end of the game right here.
Yeah.
Just play this half. Worry about the second half when it comes. Oh, behind the back, up and oh. The foul is called. Kai Roberts showing off the handles here. That was pretty smooth, too.
Yeah, that was a nice little okey doke.
So 2 shots for Kai Roberts. And it's no good. Solano has missed a lot of free throws so far in the early going.
Laura Lawson was the only one that made one.
And she misses them both, so past 4 trips to the free throw line, they're over. Oh, driving down, Pachetti can't get it to go. Rebounded by Lawson, trying to get the dribble. Kicks out to Janessa Bowling. Bowling into the corner to Andaya. Pulls up, and no good from 3. Kai Roberts tips it to herself out on the wing. Bowling now looking around, kicks to Audrey Jones. Audrey over to Nikki Andaya. Andaya to Lawson for the free throw line. Thought about down to Kai Roberts, and that is going to, a foul is called.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I was about to call travel.
I thought that was up and down. But that's why we're in the corner calling the game, and the refs they have an infinitely better look at it than we do.
So 2 shots again from Kai Roberts. Let's see if she can redeem herself here. And she does. Makes the first. Second one is good. So Kai makes them both. Cut this lead down to 3. 1 possession ball game. 3:46 left to go in the first half. And number 10, Brooke Gibbons, checks back into the game for Solano.
Usually you put those
Tipped,
substitutions.
stolen away by Ndaya. Ndaya pushing it up, kicks to Audrey Jones. Audrey thought about it, driving baseline. And she gets called for the charge.
Yeah, it's because she lifted her arm and extended. If she had just kept it within herself and just took the shoulder, it would have been either a no call or a block. But
Tipped. Good defense by Solano. They're still trying to get it down deep in the corner. And now Marin pushing it, just driving straight to the basket. And the foul is called. A little bit of a late foul call, but one of those goes in, no call. If it doesn't.
I think that one was she was just trying to stop the ball. A couple of the fouls that were on Kai Roberts, those are the ones that, if it goes in, great play.
And she misses her first. That is number 33, Bridget Pachetti. And that is short, and Lawson fighting for the rebound. And it's going to stay Solano ball as it goes out of bounds.
Alexis Hines coming back in the game for Audrey Jones.
So here comes Nikki, gives it to Laura to Kai. Kai driving with the left hand, stop, up, and she tries to float it up there. No foul call. Lawson gets the air ball pass. 4-3. Alexis Hines can't get it to go, and rebounded by Marin. 3 good looks there for Solano, and just couldn't knock it down. And she just trips and is right into the hands of Ndaya. 2 Solano Falcons fighting over the ball. And it's going to stay Solano's ball as it actually hit off Bridget Pachetti, who was on the ground. Kind of one of those, you go down and the ball just happens to hit you.
Good. No calls from the refs. Usually when somebody hits the ground, it's an immediate whistle. But good job of putting the whistles away and letting the kids play.
Down low, good pass, and good defense by Marin. Both Jashelle Price and Jenna May were down low, had their hands up, and just tipped the ball away. Solano keeping with this full court press. And it's really disrupting the Mariners as there's been multiple turnovers when they start playing the press correctly.
Yeah, but they don't have the depth or the stamina to keep it up all game. That's why you only see it in spurts. Usually after a foul call or an out-of-bounds play.
Ndaya spinning around, passing Laura Lawson. Laura Lawson from about 5 feet out can't get it to go. Rebounded by Price. Price kicks it to Vasquez. Vasquez stops, looking around, looking for help. Has 2 Falcons and ripped away by number 24, Alexis Hines. Showing her strength there. Oh, good move. Nikki Ndaya dropped the ball. It worked in her favor. Lawson rebounds and puts it up, and it's good. Cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. So, Ndaya gets called for the foul, but excellent play. Good effort.
So now Nikki Ndaya and Laura Lawson both with 2 fouls each. And that also puts Marin in the bonus.
Yeah, Ndaya was reading it all the way, trying to get that ball, but the Marin player stepped up right in in the passing lane there, and when that happens, it's kind of like a pass interference.
Yeah. But you don't get the excuse of I was looking at the ball.
And she misses the first, and who comes down with the rebound is Alexis Hines. Hines with the ball, kicks over to Jones. Jones looking around. Down low to Lawson, and it's tipped away by Jenna May. And May is just going to take it herself all the way down. Kicks out, stolen away by Janessa Bowling. And Bowling runs into traffic, gets it picked. It's going to be nice up, easy 2 for number 15, Jessica Little. Solano could really use a bucket here. Cut this lead down. We're under a minute to play now. Jones puts up the shot and rims out. It's tipped. Lawson couldn't quite get a hand on it. It goes out of bounds. Going to be Marin ball with 53.1 seconds left on the game clock.
Now, if you're Marin, you want to get a shot in about 15 to 20 seconds so that you have a good shot at a 2-for-1.
Marin just looking around, driving. Good pass. Jenna May from the corner. Can't get it to go, and it's tipped by Solano. Who saves it is Alexis Hines. Bowling coming up the court quickly. Slows it down a little bit. Driving, puts up the shot and can't get it to go. A lot of contact through the lane there, Mike.
So Marin will slow it down and play for the last shot.
Down low, Jenna May. The foul is called, and the shot does not go, so she will shoot.
Yeah, in the act of shooting, so she'll shoot 2 instead of 1.
It's actually a 1-on-1.
Oh, is it?
They called it on the floor.
Okay.
So good call by the referee because she was on the floor trying to continue that motion, but
Usually you get that continuation, but
tip. 7 seconds. Solano's got to push it, and it's stolen away by Marin. 3 puts up a Hail Mary.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Wow. Oh, wow. Why not?
And that's just a way to put an exclamation point on your half. The Marin Mariners up 31-25 over the Lady Falcons. And this is a shocking score for the first half. And kind of recap the game for us, Mike.
Well, Marin just came out and played the way that they needed to play to slow down Solano. They needed to slow down the ball and play at a slower pace, a half court, back and forth, and really just get it down low and attack their bigs on Solano's bigs. And really they've had success both in the open floor and in the half court.
Mm-hmm.
And for Solano, they just haven't had too many people show up. And I know it sounds harsh and it sounds like I'm harping on them, and I just don't know other ways to say it. Really, Laura Lawson has 11 points. Nikki and Daya had 6. And then the rest of the team has 8 combined. So that's how you get to 25, and you're down 31-25.
Yeah, so Solano's definitely going to need to find a third scorer in the second half, and a lot of frustration on the faces of Solano, something that we're not used to seeing from this team, especially a team coached by Matt Boycher. He's usually a really positive, everybody's clicking together. It's just
usually the only emotion and anger is coming from
Exactly,
Boycher.
Exactly. Well, that's the first half, folks, 31-25 in favor of Marin, and we're going to come with a special interview with Professor Greg Poff. We'll have him on right after this break. Well, welcome back, everybody. Now I'm joined in the booth with Professor Greg Poff. Greg, thanks for joining us here. And Greg's here to talk about the controversy that's surrounding this Lady Falcons team. Go ahead and tell us a little bit what happened.
It's just a real unfortunate situation, Stosh. And the thing that really makes it difficult as a faculty member here at Solano Community College, and especially I know the coaches here so well, and they do such a great job in terms of recruitment and really helping kids. And a lot of kids who come here to Solano, it's a chance to reinvigorate their academic careers, get their athletic careers back on track. But this was just a situation where it was a relationship. A member of the basketball team was confronted by a girl not on the basketball team outside of basketball practice, and then there was retaliation off campus, which has resulted in the expulsion of 5 members of the Solano women's basketball team.
Yeah, it's a big unfortunate. I mean, we could see it on the court tonight. I mean, just there's a little bit of a lackluster coming from this Solano team. We're used to seeing a high energy, everybody's meshing very well, but like I mentioned before, the half there's a lot of long faces, a lot of frustration, and that results because of the controversy surrounding which we've talked on.
Well, and really, I would disagree. I don't think there's much controversy. An action was committed. I thought the school acted swiftly. The girls are no longer part of the program. I think that was done easily. The problem, I think, is what it does to the overall image of Solano Community College athletics. And I don't think it should be tarnished at all.
Not at all.
Because, it's so difficult at times, and you look at our coaches here and the great job they do recruiting, and sometimes you're going to take a chance on a kid, but because it's a chance to really turn a life around, and for every kid that has messed up, very few here at Solano, you look at all the great stories of kids who have come here, able to reinvigorate their academic careers, do well on the court, on the field, and then end up with a scholarship to continue their career, more importantly, their education. And so I hope just all of our watchers will just understand that the coaches here do such a great job. I had a chance to talk with Matt Borchert, and obviously just devastated by the situation, but at the same time, it's a teaching situation, and he's done a good job rallying the kids who still are on the team and getting them out on the court and trying to be competitive. The sad part, it really takes away from a lot of the hard work that the team has put into this year. I thought pretty solid team, especially after last year's team getting to the second round of the community college basketball playoffs. This team had not lost a BVC game since 2013, I believe.
Yeah,
so they last year undefeated, hadn't lost in the Bay Valley Conference, and then they lose the game against Merritt Tuesday night after this whole situation. But they'll rebound. Yeah. They'll get back on track. And when I was talking to Matt Borchert earlier today, the thing that he said is, hey, no situation, no person is bigger than the program. Mm-hmm. We have a great history here of women's basketball, and that program will continue. It's not going to be tainted by this situation, although it will take a little bit of time to recover, I think.
Yeah, and, especially it shouldn't affect the program. You have one of the best Northern California ladies basketball coaches in Coach Matt Borchert, who was a BVC Coach of the Year last year. And like you said, made it to the second round of the playoffs and had 3 girls come here and get 3 scholarships out of here, continuing their dream of playing basketball on a higher level from here, and he does an excellent job. And I really think this is a gut punch for this team. Maybe a little a shell shock to maybe it's one of those things that brings the team closer together and make that big playoff push. Maybe barely squeak in this year as a wild card and really run the table. So it's going to be hopefully big things happening here, hopefully.
Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right. This is a situation where you're going to take a lemon and turn it into lemonade, hopefully, and I think you'll see that with Coach Borchert. And, close game. Falcons down by a few points here, down by 6 at halftime, but they'll rally, they'll play together, they'll keep getting better. And now you're getting a chance to see some players that didn't get on the court very much. Now they're getting a chance to show what they have, and they'll develop. And Borchert, tremendous coach, he'll continue to develop those skills.
Well, thank you very much, Greg, for joining us up here in the booth, and we're going to go back to commercial and come back with the second half after this.
Well, hi, everybody. Greg Poff here in the Solano College Sports Network studios to tell you about a great opportunity here at Solano Community College, where we are the only community college in the nation to have our own sports network program. So if you're interested in a career in sports broadcasting, Solano Community College is the place for you. Lots of opportunities to develop your skills in sports broadcasting, as you can see, either as a host for one of our sports shows or covering many of the Solano sports events that we cover here at the college. You can learn to do all the behind-the-scenes work in our Sports Network studio that has been completely revamped. Learn to host your own Sports Network studio, show, or be out there live covering high school football. We even cover some high school sports as well. Learn how to improve your interview skills, get behind the camera, learn how to speak on the mic, and also learn all that it takes to be able to operate in a studio using the green screen. So lots of opportunities here at the college for you in our Solano College Sports Network studios. So if you're interested in taking our sports broadcasting class, you can join us here at the college every Wednesday from 1 to 4 in the Solano Sports Network studios. That's in room 121. And if you'd like more information about our sports broadcasting program, hit me up by sending me an email to gpoff@solano.edu or give me a call here at the college at 707-864-4537. We'd love to see you here in the spring semester. Be a part of our Solano College Sports Network studios, where here at Solano Community College, it's more than just sports, it's an education.
And welcome back inside the Falcons' nest here on the Solano College Sports Network, where the Lady Falcons are trailing the Marin Mariners 31-25, and we're going to see an exciting second half here. Mike, What is Solano going to have to do right here to get back in this game?
They're just going to break out of whatever funk they're in. I mean, obviously you talked to Pop at halftime, so now everybody knows the situation.
Laura Lawson going up, and it's a foul. Bring it to the line and shoot 2.
But they're just going to have to push through. The good teams overcome adversity, and they find ways to win.
Just like Ohio State, losing their 2 top quarterbacks, winning a national championship.
Just like Ohio State.
And, what made Ohio State great was coaching. Coach Urban Meyer, and who does Solano have? Coach Matt Boychert,
Exactly.
defending BBC Coach of the Year. He's done so much for this program and has brought them so far. So she splits a pair of free throws. Marin, quick tempo. Vasquez just slowing it down, kicks it over to Pichetti. Pichetti met up top by Brooke Gibbons. Price now with the ball. Price driving to her right, kicks out. Vasquez for 3, and it's good. A little bit of a laser shot there. Found the bottom of the net, 34-26. Mariners. Oh, stolen away by Pichetti. Audrey Jones kind of telegraphed that pass there. Driving baseline up, Pichetti can't get it to go. Audrey Jones had a hand on it, but it's picked up by Laura Lawson. Jenna May also had a hand on it. Oh, good little dish pass up, no good, and the foul was called.
Super late.
Alexis Hines.
That's one of those fouls.
Exactly.
Like it goes in, no harm, no foul. You think that's why they call it a foul? Because no harm, no foul?
I don't know. We're going to have to look that one up.
Yeah.
That's what good old Google is for. What would we do without Google? Use Bing?
Fail our classes?
No, that's Wikipedia.
But you got to use the sources.
Yeah. And she sinks the second. So Pichetti just driving up the right sideline. Dumps it off to May. May dribbling. Vasquez thought about it. She starts to drive. She goes up. And that is going to be a foul as Laura Lawson left her feet.
That's a third foul on Lawson.
And that's going to be some trouble. There's a lot of 18:31 to play in the second half. A lot of ball game. And one of your top players is already in foul trouble with 3. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Boychert is going to do about that. And
normally I'd say take him out, or take her out, but she's been the lifeblood of your team.
And Vasquez makes them both. So Nikki and Dyack comes up, stops. Gibbons to Audrey Jones. Gibbons with the ball. Laura Lawson out, looking for help. Kicks it to Nikki and Daya. Daya drives, puts up the floater, and can't get it to go. And there's going to be a jump ball called, and the possession arrow is going in favor of Marin. So it's going to be Marin or ball. But Solano's going to stay with this full court press, as we saw in the later part of the second half. And now, the first half, now in the second half.
If Nikki and Daya had gone up with her left hand on that layup, it would have been more of a layup and less of a floater, and probably would have gone in.
Good analysis there, Michael.
Also, I heard Borchert say left hand. So.
Oh, tip. Oh, good job by Brooke Gibbons. She just got enough on it to get it out of bounds.
You just got to disrupt it, but you don't necessarily always have to steal it.
Oh, good little give and go. Up and good from number 24, Alexis Hines. Good ball movement on that pass play. That's something we haven't seen from Solano all game long.
Nice little backdoor cut. Coming around screens, getting some space.
Looking around, Jenna May on top. Finds Price wide open and no good. Rebounded by Audrey Jones. Kicks it up to Nikki and Daya. And Dia's just running into her own teammate. And Hines was just trying to get out of the way. Kind of stand there and, oh, a little behind the back. Down low. Laura Lawson up and good. Good handles there by number 23, Audrey Jones. And timeout is called by Marin. And good little 4-point spurt there by Solano. Now it's 32-36, 4-point ball game.
And the coach from Marin saw that they were starting to get into Solano's pace of play, and they said, hold on there, buddy. Let's just take a second, calm our nerves. We don't have to – just because they scored doesn't mean we have to score right away. We're under no pressure to play their game.
Exactly.
So it's just a little reminder that if they play the way they played, they had a lead.
Mm-hmm.
So it was working. Whatever they were doing, it was working. So get back to doing that.
Yeah, well, it was working for them, playing half court to half court, slowing the ball down and look for the extra pass and find it down low and just beat up Solano down low. And that's what their game plan's been most of the game.
But Laura Lawson is playing like a woman possessed here in the second half.
And hopefully she can stay out of further foul trouble. She has 2.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's going to derail her is if she picks up that 4th foul because you only get 5 in college.
Yeah.
So 4 fouls and she's done for the next 10 minutes.
So, play to resume now. Marin ball after that timeout. May kicks it over to Price. Up top, stolen, and, ooh, good save by Pachetti. Down low, dribble, up, no good. Rebounded by Solano. Laura Lawson once again with the rebound. And here comes Janessa Bowling. Kicks it to Lawson. Over to Gibbons. Gibbons to Roberts. To Holdman. Back to Bowling. Bowling puts up the 3. It is good. Janessa Bowling with the 3.
Yeah, and that's her second 3 of the night. About from the same distance.
Stole it away by Brooke Gibbons. Janessa Bowling now with the ball. Reset. An opportunity here for the Solano Falcons to take the lead. Working the ball well around the perimeter. Bowling back up top, guarded by Price. Over to Kai Roberts, and it hits off her foot. And they're going to call over, back, and over.
And Kai Roberts had an opportunity to go and try to save that one, but I guess it's better to take the backcourt violation rather than try to dive for it. Maybe it goes into the hands of an opposing player, and then it's a 1-on-0 fast break. And
a shot that is 99.9% chance of going in.
But there's always a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, backdoor cut by Vasquez. Vasquez goes up. No good. Rebounded by Lawson. Lawson's just racking up the rebound total of this game. Kicks over to Roberts. Kai tipped, but it goes right to Laura Lawson. Laura Lawson up high.
Nice little matrix move by the ref.
Timeout is called by Coach Matt Borchert for the Lady Falcons. I believe it's going to be a 20-second timeout, so 35-36. Solano came out a little sluggish, but
yeah, and that's 2 balls that potentially got away, so Borchert said, all right, stop it. You just need to calm down and get your heads right, and if you're the coach, you have to say you're more talented than this team. You can beat this team. Now go out there and prove it.
And, it just seems to me they're playing a little fast. Not in the fact of, but they're just trying to do too much too quickly. Exactly, hurried. They have more time to develop and, make crisper passes. And, yeah, they're rushing. And if they just need to slow the game down, but keep up their high tempo.
Yeah, there's a fine line between high tempo.
Bowling for 3, and that is way short. Nothing but the bottom of the net and the bad part of the bottom. Driving. Oh, the foul is going to be called on Alexis Hines. Kind of threw a little bump check there.
Yeah, but at least he stopped the fast break. So as much as you don't like to commit the foul, sometimes it's a necessary evil. Audrey Jones got switched on to number 33, Pachetti.
Jenna May going up and good. I'm sorry, that was number 24, Darian Cross. And Cross has a pretty nice little game.
Yeah, including the buzzer beater.
Yeah. I forgot all about that buzzer beater. Bowling up top. Drives. Floater. No good. A little short. Tips it. She falls on it. They're fighting for it on the ground. And Solano is going to keep possession as the arrow is in their favor.
And that's the kind of hustle plays that Solano needs to win. The 50-50 balls should always be for Solano if they're going to have any chance to win this game.
Miranda Bowling in pass. Miranda Holman, I'm sorry. Bowling kicks it to Jones. Jones thought about it. Pull up. And just rims out down low. Good job. Alexis Hines, right place, right time for the easy bucket.
And Alexis Hines held scoreless in the first half, already with 6 here in the second.
So like we were saying, they need to find that third scorer. I think they found one. Tip. Down low to May. May just pull up. No good. And that one's tipped going to be Falcons ball. Right off the hands of number 5, Jachelle Price.
But Solano has to take the lead. They have to overcome the deficit because they can't keep just trading baskets, being down 1, 2, tied 1. They need to take the lead so that they can sustain it. Can't keep a lead before you get it.
All alone, down low is Alexis Hines. And
those are just gimmies.
yeah, nobody was rounded by about 10 feet. All the way. Oh, and they call a foul. Audrey Jones got her mitt right on it, but
and you got to stop that well before
yeah.
she gets down to that block. You got to stop her around midcourt, really.
Yeah, you know, if you're being beat like that, you see her driving to the lane, that's you got to, like you said, foul early, just kind of tug the jersey.
Yeah, no, but you have to play better defense as a team to stop her before she gets to the lane.
And nobody really stood right in front of her. They kind of just like, it was an Olay defense. They just let it go right by. Oh, foul worked. She missed the first. Checking back in is number 10, Brooke Gibbons for the Lady Falcons. Second shot, up and good. So tie ball game at 39. Down low, Holman, pump fake, up and good.
Good pump fake.
Miranda Holman with her first bucket of the game.
A pump fake doesn't always need to be up and down. It can just be a little quick movement.
Just to get the defender to be a little more aggressive, to get the open shot.
Just a little flyby.
Oh, they're going to call a foul. That one is a...
Yeah, but you could kind of see that coming a mile away. Even if she does trip herself, if you have hands on her when that happens, there's no way that's going to be a no call.
Oh, scoots away, is picked up by who else? Number 24, Alexis Hines. Bowling slowing down the pace of play here. Kicks to Ndaya. Ndaya on top. Thought about it. Pull up jumper from the free throw line, and it rims out. No good. Through the legs, tipped off the foot of a Marin player. It's going to stay Solano ball with a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Right there, Alexis Hines rims out the back of the rim and is rebounded by number 25, Christina Thermidor. Tipped. Oh, Vasquez barely comes up to it. Bowling was just all over the court. She got the initial tip and then almost got the steal there. How many fouls does she have there, Mike?
Only 2. You'd think she'd have more. But I've been keeping track of them. At least I think so.
Yeah, Solano clinging to a 2-point lead with 12:53 left in the second half. And this is a crucial time for the Lady Falcons especially. Oh, good defense. Gonna get over to the Falcons. Especially with Laura Lawson on the bench. They really need to, if they can capitalize and get a lead, and then Laura Lawson comes back in and save her from foul trouble.
Exactly. Any rush you can get her.
Oh, hot pass. Couldn't be handled. Scooped up for 3. And it's good for 3. Brooke Gibbons with the bucket. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. That ball was all over the place. Down low to Jessica Little. Thermidor gets her pocket pick, but she gets her own. Oh, stolen away by Brooke Gibbons. All alone. And there's the foul call, a little bit late. She's kind
of lucky that foul got called. There wasn't a lot of contact. She kind of just whiffed.
Now that's one of those you stop and you do that little pump fake you were talking about, and they'll blow right by you.
And they either blow right by you or they run right through you.
Hopefully right by you, not through you.
And nobody ever ran through me when I did that. But
yeah, they kind of hit you and stop and fall. Checking into the game for the Lady Falcons is
and then they think twice about trying to block me the second time.
Danica Carlisle, Talia Champion Benjamin, and Laura Lawson back into the game with 12:09 left to play. Rims out. Lawson with the rebound. So they get a fresh 30. Danica with the ball now. Kicks over to Gibbons, to Ndaya. To Lawson. Over to Champion Benjamin. Carlisle. Gets it to Ndaya. Gibbons, down low to Lawson. Lawson puts up the jumper under contest. Oh, rebounded by Carlisle. Danica goes up, puts it in, and one.
Well, that was a great hustle play to get the rebound, take the harm, finish the play.
Yeah, Lawson, she got a surprising good look with 3 defenders draped all over, no foul call. And Danica, right place, right time, good heads-up play, and just put it right back up. Like you said, hustle points there.
And really, this is sort of almost an audition. This is a tryout for more minutes now. There's a lot more minutes to go around. Less people on the team, less people on the bench. So take your minutes. So if you play well in this game, you will get more minutes next game.
Yeah, and there's also a couple starting roles up for grabs also.
So Danica Carlisle, we haven't seen much of her so far this year, but coming in, getting an offensive rebound, getting a three-point play, hopefully.
And converting. There it is, 48-39 Solano. So they weathered the storm without Lawson, and timeout is called by the Mariners, and definitely the coach of the Mariners is going to have something to talk about now.
And this has been an 11-1 run here by Solano to really take command of this game.
And this is the type of basketball we're used to seeing from the Solano Lady Falcons, or any team coached by Coach Boyd, you know?
Yeah,
really?
Well, we haven't seen anything outside of Solano from him, but
good track record. Yeah, up by 9. I mean,
and it's really been because of Alexis Hines. She has 5 rebounds now, almost in double figures. She has 8 points, and she's really kind of been the spark plug to that second unit when Nikki Ndaya and Laura Lawson have come out. And the halftime adjustment I've seen is Borchert has stayed big. I saw a lineup that had Lawson and Miranda Hallman in at the same time. Those are 2 centers, really, that are playing at the same time. And then we see Talia Champion-Evans, who gets her first playing time, and she gets to be the 4 when she's normally the 5. So you have 2 bigs on the court at the same time to counteract the Marin bigs, and you see a little bit of stymied progress.
Yeah, and you know one name we haven't called much for the second half is Jenna May. Jenna May, who had a big first half for the Mariners, she's pretty non-existent in the second half.
Yeah, and Pachetti is trying to kind of put the team on her back and make things happen, but so far, except for a couple fouls called on Solano, she hasn't done much.
Solano playing a lot better defense in the second half than the first. Just moving the ball around the perimeter, nothing working down low. Vasquez puts up the 3 with a hand in her face. She couldn't get it to go. Wow, good move. That was number 25, Christina Thermidor. So Ndaya with the ball now. To Danica. Danica looking around, looking for help. Down low to Lawson. Lawson up to Audrey Jones. Audrey just dumps it off. Kicks it back over to Danica. Danica down low and pass a little too far outside the reach of Champion Benjamin. It's a turnover. It's going to go
Champion Benjamin, yeah. I said her name wrong the last time. I apologize.
checking back into the game. Number 24, Alexis Hines. Keep an eye on that young lady right there.
Yeah, and they're going to need to body up Christina Thermidor.
Uh-huh. Over to Vasquez. Vasquez down low to Thermidor. Thermidor just brings it up.
Travel. Sorry, I kind of stole the call from you a
Hey,
little
no,
bit
perfect
there.
timing, partner. Hey, but who was in the middle of it? Alexis Hines.
Yeah.
Alexis Hines went up, and
Good,
she
good
kind of
help defense from the weak side with Laura Lawson fronting her.
Oh.
Good teamwork.
Down low to Lawson. Lawson baseline, and she got bump checked there, but the three is good from Audrey Jones, so good no call. Work out in favor of the Falcons.
You might want that foul, but it turns into 3 points anyway, so.
Ball doesn't lie, Mike.
Oh, you got to pay
For
attention to
three,
her.
and it's good.
Yeah, she can make that.
Yeah, Pachetti stepped into it, had an open look. She doesn't miss too many of them. Audrey kicks out to Danica. Danica down low to Hines. Hines dribbles, spin, puts it up, and it's good. Alexis Hines with the finish. So Pachetti just pushing the tempo, just going to run it all the way down. She's going to stop and then kick it off. Oh, got a little discombobulated there. For three, a deep three. Hits the front of the rim, but it's rebounded by Marin. Marin puts it back up. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Laura Lawson.
That puts her at a double-double for the night. That is her 10th rebound.
Wow. Lawson having herself a game. Alexis Hines, turnaround jumper, a little flat. I don't think she was quite ready to take that shot, but it was there.
Yeah, it was open. Sometimes you're too open,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the key when you don't expect to be ever.
Driving in down low. Thermidor puts it up, and she gets hacked. So the hack-a-shack attack is going on.
Hack-a-Thermidor?
Hack-a-Thermidor.
Yeah, but you can't do too much of that. Hines now with a third foul. And looks like a squad shift.
And she misses the
Solano.
first. Yep. 4 new players coming on. Looks like Kai Roberts, Janessa Bowling, Brooke Gibbons, and Miranda Holman checking in for the Lady Falcons.
Laura Lawson staying on the floor with her 3 fouls.
And it's good for the second shot. So 53-44. Timeout. Oh, substitution. 8:46 left to play. 6-4 in fouls. Solano with 6. Marin with 4. 9-point lead for the Lady Falcons. Moving the ball nicely around the perimeter. Get a little drives. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Lawson. Lawson puts it back up and draws the foul to send it to the line to shoot 2.
Ah, girl. Get the rebound. There were 4 black jerseys.
All over.
Yeah.
You know, I think Laura Lawson's wingspan is what really.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but we need to find out. Because it's impressive.
Just seems every time, and everybody goes up, her hands are just higher than everybody.
She got some hops, too.
Yeah.
So I want to see her dunk it. I want to see her bang one out.
So Marin trying to come up court. Press, the full court press still going on. Throws it over the head of Jayshell Price. It's going to be Solano ball.
And, you know, one of the Achilles heels of this Marin team is they do commit a lot of turnovers. Over 24 a game, really. So
And I think we're getting close to that number, as many as they've been turning the ball over, especially with this full court press. Lawson on the perimeter. Down low to Kai. Kai Roberts trying to get it to Holman. Bowling picks it up. Bowling just in the corner, trying to get the ball down low to Lawson. Lawson kicks to Kai Roberts. Kai Roberts with a pull-up jumper, and it's good from number 2, Kai Roberts. Yeah, I would say about 1 every 5 times with this full court press, Marin has thrown it away. Maybe even less than that.
Yeah, but 1 out of 5 times.
More,
They also make it, so.
Swing it all the way over to Laura Lawson. To Bowling. To Holman. Roberts coming around the screen. Can't get it to go, and it rims out right into the hands of number 15, Jessica Little. Looking for help, nothing going on. A lot of stagnant movement. Lack of movement.
Stagnant movement?
Yeah, stagnant. Oh, late foul call on Laura Lawson. That is going to prove crucial. As
That's number 4.
Yeah, 4th foul of the game.
But it's almost at that point where you can't really take her out. It's almost crunch time.
You know, with a 9-point lead, though, it'll be interesting to see.
11.
11-point lead. Oh, thank you very much. It's going to be interesting to what Coach Boychert does here. And she misses the first, so squad substitution coming in. Alexis Hines, Audrey Jones, and Nikki and Daya all checking into the game, and Laura Lawson stays in with Miranda Holman.
But she has to be careful. She has to keep her hands up and stay back. Good posture. Should keep you out of foul trouble.
And she makes the second, so she splits a pair. 10-point ball game with 6:52 left on the game clock. Audrey Jones in the corner for 3, and it's good. And Coach Boychert calls a 20-second timeout. And how Audrey Jones got that wide open, we will never know.
Well, when you have Laura Lawson on that ball side, she takes defenders even without the ball. You have to kind of double her to keep her away from getting the ball. And so then you leave a shooter in the corner, and she's going to get the ball, and she's going to make it. So I haven't been keeping track of too many assists, but mark one up for Nikki Andaya for finding Audrey Jones in the corner. I'm pretty sure Audrey Jones has only taken either 3s or very, very long 2s.
She got a couple layups in there.
Does she?
Kick ball is going to stay right here. Good job by Alexis Hines.
This is probably the biggest that Solano can get.
A lot of tall bodies out there. Driving, Jenna May going up. And one for Jenna May. Kind of leaned into that one, but she gets the call. And
well, she knows that Laura Lawson cannot play as hard as she wants to. So she can lean into it. And that's number 4 on Alexis Hines.
So your hottest player in the second half has 4. Best player overall so far this game has 4. And just Janessa Bowling checks back into the game. She's coming in for Alexis Hines.
So now you see that 3-guard lineup with Bowling. Yeah, Bowling, and Daya, and Jones. Although Jones is kind of a 3-4 wing, but smaller than the bigs.
And Marin's playing all the way up at the half-court line. Down low to Lawson. Swatted away by Bridget Pachetti. And Bridget Pachetti, she is a competitor. Her foot has been on the gas since the tip-off of this game, and she has not let up yet.
Yeah, I mean, I remember her from the last time she was here.
Audrey Jones wide open for 3 again, and she makes it. Audrey Jones starting to heat up here, folks.
That's her 3rd 3 made so far.
Second this
half, yeah. Back to back.
Yeah, she missed a lot in the first half, but coming on, like you said, she's a shooter. She's got to keep shooting them up.
Once you see it go through the hoop.
And they're going to call a travel on Jessica Little. Going to be Solano ball. Solano can find the bucket here. They're really starting to pull away. It'll increase their lead to 15. I think that might be a comfortable lead.
When Lawson heard
5:45.
that whistle, she looked up at me like, I swear to God, I didn't hit her.
Oh, and Holman just throws that one away.
That was just a
Kind of looked like
errant pass.
Colin Kaepernick under pressure throw.
Or just a Colin Kaepernick regular throw. He's always under pressure.
So Jenna May now with the ball. Kicks it to Pachetti. Pachetti looking to drive, but good defense by Holman. Down low to Jenna May. Jenna backing up. Oh, good defense by Laura Lawson. A little help coming from Janessa Bowling on the backside.
3 blocks for Laura Lawson.
Audrey Jones, pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go, but it tips off. Number 24, Darian Cross. And
Marin just cannot catch a break here in the second half.
that you could really feel that momentum shift.
And it's hard. It's hard to keep playing that slow pace when you're down by 13 with 5 minutes left. At some point, you have to get up and go.
Yeah, we're closing in on 5 minutes left in the game, and it gets down to the point, do you have enough possessions to come back?
Well, I mean, yes, you do, but you have to play a perfect game.
Lawson, good. And that is a design play they work on in practice every single week. Just throw it up to the tallest person. She sets and just throws it back up. Jenna May trying to drive and a little too wide open. She missed it. Oh! And Jenna May got her own miss, put it back up, and gets a foul for an and one. And the foul's going to be on Bowling. Oh. And they called it on Laura Lawson, so Laura Lawson's night is done.
Wait, I don't know. Is it? Could have sworn I heard the PA guy say that it was the 4th. But it might have been the 5th.
Well,
according to me, it's her 5th.
I heard Bowling also. I'm pretty sure it was Bowling's penalty or foul. Rebounded by Audrey Jones. So she cannot convert the three-point play. No look pass to Nikki Dye. Down low to Holman. Holman puts it up and, oh, no good. But the foul is called. Good ball movement by the Lady Falcons. That's Jenna May's 3rd foul. So she's starting to creep into foul trouble. Down low, Holman puts it up, off the backboard, can't get to go. Almost gets her own rebound, and it tips out of her hands right into the hands of Vasquez. Vasquez getting into Cross. Cross puts up the 3, the rainbow shot, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Pachetti. Vasquez will have a try, and she converts for the 3. So 10-point ball game. Little momentum going Marin's way. Bowling, oh. And just an errant pass coming from number 10, Brooke Gibbons. Jenna May going up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Bowling. Ooh, good little shake and bake by Bowling to redirect herself. Gets it to Ndaya, and Ndaya is going to drive. And it kicks off her, it bounces off her own teammate's foot, off her foot, and goes out of bounds, so Marin catch a break. Checking into the game for the Mariners is number 15, Jessica Little.
I'm not used to seeing Solano's bench so
empty.
Yeah. I was going to say small. I know that wasn't the right word. But Jenny can drive around people on the open floor.
Little going up. I believe there was a hand on it, so it got tipped. I think it was Bowling with the tip. And here comes Pachetti again. Gets up and under Audrey Jones. It's good for 2. So they cut the lead. 65-57. Marin on a little bit of a comeback here. Solano would love a bucket to end the run. Bowling, Bowling just runs into a wall. It's going to send her to the line to shoot 2. And I saw Vasquez there trying to go over and help her teammate out and tell the ref she was going straight up, but the ref said that she had a hand.
The feet weren't set. It wasn't about the hands. It was just you can't be in front of somebody like that.
And Bowling sinks to first. And, splits a pair. Almost stolen away by Brooke Gibbons.
I like Brooke Gibbons' hustle on defense.
I've
She's gotten a couple steals.
Called her name a couple times, just getting those hands in the right spot. Up and in, good for Bridget Pachetti. 2:43 left in the second half. Nikki and Daya looking around, gets it to Gibbons. Gibbons over to Holman. To Bowling. Bowling for three. And just hits off the front of the rim and rebounded by Pachetti. So 7-point ball game. And Marin slowing it down. They should need to find
and
a quick bucket.
now you're back in a 2-3 possession game. You can afford to take some time and run your offense.
Swinging it around. Pachetti open for three. And it's no good. And it's rebounded by Brooke Gibbons. Kicks it over to Janessa Bowling. And Bowling is coming up the court quickly. Nikki Ndaya sets herself for three. No good. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on the Mariners. And it's going to stay Falcons ball with a fresh 30. No, it's going to be a 1-1 as now Solano is in the bonus.
So Jessica Little fouls out.
Yeah, we weren't even tracking those sides.
Yeah, but you know that's a blow to Marin.
Huge. She was a starter. And Alexis Hines checks back into the game. Laura Lawson still sitting over there, so I don't think the foul was called on her. Oh, and she makes the first.
I forgot that was a 1-1.
Timeout called, full timeout from Coach Matt Boychert. And man, what an exciting game this has been, Mike.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to turn into this sort of, not barn burner, but I didn't expect it to be such a high-paced action given what we saw in the first half. Solano has come out and scored 42 in the second half after scoring only 25 in the first, and kind of more of the same from Marin that we saw in the first half into the second, kind of playing their game, but it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, back and forth. I mean, there was a lot of lead changes in the first half, and then in the second half, it was like, who's going to start breaking out? You know, one team was scoring, the other team was scoring. Then all of a sudden, Solano got on a good run without Laura Lawson on the floor.
Yeah, it was that 11-1 run that saw Alexis Hines score 6 of her 10 points, and that really kind of opened the door for Solano to have this 8-point lead now with 1:55 left to play.
And what really thwarted that run they had was Alexis Hines started getting into foul trouble. And once she got her fourth foul, she's been on the bench a lot. Laura Lawson with 4 is on the bench a lot. I mean, Solano finally found their third scorer, and she got in foul trouble.
Yeah.
So both their 2 top scorers are on the bench, and you got Nikki and Daya out there and the rest of the girls.
And Nikki and Daya has been scoreless this half. She's been more of a facilitator, distributor, trying to get her teammates more involved, and it's paid off because she is scoreless in the second half.
But scoreless, yet they're winning.
Yeah.
That's the interesting part there.
Scoring more doesn't necessarily mean winning more for an individual player.
So Miranda Holman with her second. And she makes them both. Those are 2 big free throws as it puts the lead back up to 9. And Laura Lawson checks back into the game for the final stretch of this 155.
Going back to their 2-3 zone.
You know, I kind of like this call going back to the zone.
It was working well in the beginning.
Stolen away by Bowling. Bowling all alone, goes up, and it's good. And you saw Bridget Pachetti there just kind of put her hand in trying to get the foul, but it was a little late when she decided to do that.
I think she was trying to avoid the foul, because if you want to foul somebody on that fast break, you can.
Swinging the ball around. Price for 3. It is short. Rebounded by Nikki and Daya. Quickly up to Audrey Jones, and Audrey controls the ball. And they're just going to swing it around, use some of this clock up as we're at almost under a minute. And you could hear from the Marin bench, foul, 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 and they do foul. And they're going to send Bowling to the line to shoot 2. A 1-1, I'm sorry. You know, it's 11-point lead. They could push it to an 12 or 13, possibly.
Yeah. Well, you got to focus on making it 12, then focus on making it 13.
Oh, rebounded by Lawson. Lawson puts it back up, and now Lawson's going to go to the line to shoot a guaranteed 2.
Ridiculous stat line for Laura Lawson so far. I'll get to it
Is
after.
she in the leading voting for our Best Buy player of the game?
She got my vote. For a while, I was going to say Alexis Hines, but just kidding. Is that a balk?
Can you balk in basketball? I mean, if there was, then Jermaine O'Neal would have been called for a balk every single time he stepped to the free throw line.
But it worked. He was a 71% free throw shooter for his career. For a big man, that's impressive. A little confusion. I think there was a substitution, or there was nobody on the block. Talking to the coach.
I think that, yeah, you're absolutely right. They were like, wait, where's the other person?
She's probably coming out after this free throw.
And she makes the first. So they're going to not only have one person down low. And Lawson makes them both, so they don't even need nobody down the rebound. 72-59 with a minute left to play here inside the Falcons' nest. And it looks like the Lady Falcons are on their way to victory, but hey, anything can happen. Tipped, rebounded by Bowling. And they're going to foul Bowling, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Darian Cross with their 3rd personal. And now Solano is in the double bonus for the rest of this 49.4 seconds left on the game clock.
Yeah, and that's not what you want if you're Marin. Solano made their free throws and capitalized on the intentional fouling, as Jessica Bowling makes that one.
Yeah, you know, in the first half, the free throw line was a bad spot for the Lady Falcons.
Yeah, they missed more than they made.
And now in the second half, they've made, I'd say, about 80%.
They haven't missed in a while that I can remember.
They missed the 1-on-1 when Lawson came up, got the rebound, went to the line.
That's right.
Before that subs, yeah.
But before that, they had made a whole bunch in a row,
Yeah.
too. So.
Really turned it on this second half, and that, like we were saying at halftime, it all comes down to coaching, and Coach Boycher did an excellent job at halftime. And that's a 3 from J. Shell Price. Timeout from Marin. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, Coach Boycher, you know, dealing with this adversity and rallying his team in the locker room down. They were down, what, 7?
5.
5 at halftime. And
that buzzer beater really could have taken the wind out of their sails in a major way. But Boycher, you know, he knows how to make adjustments at halftime. He knows what works, what's not working, and how to fix it. So.
And most Solano teams, they always have been a second half team. Tipped. It's going to stay Solano ball. Coach Boycher, even though he's about to win this game, he's still on.
Up 12 with 24 seconds left, and he's still getting mad that they're not running the offense. That's what Coach Boycher expects out of his girls, and that's what he demands. He demands perfection.
Champion Benjamin going up, and one! And that got the bench fired up over there. It's going to go line to convert.
Get yours. Get after it.
All the girls, you saw them all get up holding each other. When they saw it, they started going.
Well, it's not often that a big can drive around on the perimeter, drive to the basket, and she got the 3-point play opportunity. Play of the year.
Oh, she doesn't make the free throw.
Never mind. No, I'm just kidding. Still a great play, though.
Was the whistle there because it did not hit the rim?
I think so. I think it has to be rim or better.
Right? Or backboard? You can hit backboard. Or
No, what, she hit backboard.
Oh, maybe, yeah, you're right. Rim or better. For a three from Vasquez at the buzzer, and she gets it to go. And the clock winds out, and what a victory this was. A moral victory and a victory on the scoreboard for the Lady Falcons. 76-65 over the Marin Mariners, and what a game that was, Mike.
Yeah, it was an outstanding game, especially in that second half from Solano. And really, it's a tale of two halves for the Solano team. Only 5 players scoring total in the first half, and almost everybody scoring in the second. But really, Laura Lawson played out of her mind tonight. 20 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 assists that I saw. She might have had more. I don't know, but just an absolutely great stat line. She's my pick for player of the game.
You know, I have to go right there with you, my friend. Laura Lawson is going to be our best buy player of the game. And I know for a fact we got Mr. Josh down there as our sideline reporter. He's going to bring Laura Lawson for an interview. And so when we get down there, Mike and Stosh up here in the booth. Thanks for listening. So we're going to send it down to Josh, and he'll wrap it up down there for all of us here at Solano College Sports Network. So stay tuned for that interview.
So, good game today, Laura.
Thanks.
So, I gotta ask you a couple questions. So, with the loss of 5 key players due to suspension, what was the feeling coming into tonight's game?
Well, after Tuesday's game, it was a little hard, but I think we all worked together, and we knew this was going to be our comeback, and I think we did good and played together as a team.
It's good. And then, on top of the 5 players that you lost, what was your role in tonight's game? Did it change at all, or is it the same?
No, I think my role is the same, just to play hard and go after the ball when I can, use hustle.
And do you keep track of your double-doubles or not?
Yes, I do, kind of.
How many do you have?
8 or 7.
Because you had 20 and 12 today.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay. Back to you guys.
Well, thanks, Josh, and congratulations to you, Laura, and your team with the awesome victory tonight. Laura Lawson, our best buy player of the game. Good interview for Josh for his very first time, I would say.
Not bad. Not bad. Got to know how to sign off, though.
So with that being said, I'm Stosh Moita, Michael McLeod, and all of us here at the Solano College Sports Network, we want to say thank you for watching.